Hello, in this module we will take a look at the inputs of create, refine program, or portfolio backlog process. One of the key inputs for the process is company, vision, and mission, which is discussed in the earlier videos of this course. Another key input is prioritize program or portfolio backlog. The program or portfolio product owner develops the prioritized program or portfolio backlog, which contains a prioritized list of high-level business and project requirements, preferably written in the form of large epics at a program or portfolio level. These are later refined by the product owners of individual products as they create and prioritize the product backlogs for their own projects. These prioritized product backlogs have much smaller but more detailed user stories that can be estimated and committed by individual Scrum teams. These details are shared between different projects to avoid unnecessary duplication of work effort. The prioritized program backlog plays a very similar role at the program level as the prioritized product backlog does at the project level. It captures the requirements for the program and their priorities. There are a few differences, however. The creation of the respective deliverables and their acceptance are handled within the projects of the program. Done or accepted criteria for each product backlog item, user story, may be defined at the program level. The teams must adhere to these criteria, but new criteria can be added as required. The length of a sprint is project-specific and can therefore vary from project to project within a program. In addition, velocity varies from team to team. Therefore, it is not necessary to have very granular user stories at the program level. Typically, programs have high-level requirements as epics, and the refinement of epics at the program level goes only far enough to ensure that respective epics clearly understood and that tangible acceptance criteria for the program can be defined. The prioritized portfolio backlog plays the same role at the portfolio level as the prioritized program backlog does at the program level. The items in the prioritized portfolio backlog provide inputs to the various prioritized program backlogs and ultimately to the prioritized product backlogs of each of the corresponding projects. As with the prioritized program backlog, only minimal, if any, refinement of epics is done at this level, because the refinement is handled within the associated projects at the level of each of the prioritized product backlogs. The prioritized program or portfolio backlog is continuously refined by the program or portfolio product owner to ensure that new business requirements are added and existing requirements are properly documented and prioritized. This ensures that the most valuable requirements in meeting the portfolio or program's objectives are prioritized as high and the remaining are given a lower priority. The prioritized program or portfolio backlog presents a larger picture of all projects that are part of the program or portfolio. Therefore, it can provide significant guidance regarding project goals, scope, objectives, and the expected business benefits. Next is portfolio product owner. The portfolio product owner is responsible for the creation and the refining of the prioritized portfolio backlog. Another input is portfolio Scrum Master. At the portfolio level, the portfolio Scrum Master plays a similar role as the program Scrum Master plays for a program. He or she is a facilitator, solves problems, and removes impediments at the portfolio level. Next input is program product owner. At the program level, the program product owner is responsible for and is the driver of the creation and the refining of the prioritized program product backlog. Another input is program Scrum Master. At the program level, the program Scrum Master plays a role similar to that of the Scrum Master in a project. He or she is a facilitator, solves problems, and removes impediments at the program level. Next up are Product Owner's Collaboration Plan and Scrum Master's Collaboration Plan, which are also discussed in one of the earlier videos of this course. Another input is Scrum Guidance Body Recommendations. When creating and refining the prioritized program or portfolio backlog, Scrum Guidance Body Recommendations provide best practices that should be taken into consideration at the program or portfolio level. Another input is company policies. Company policies are a set of principles, rules, and guidelines formulated or adopted by an organization. Changing company policies could affect existing epics or user stories that were created based on existing policies. Next, industry standards. New industry standards or changes to existing standards need to be implemented in order to maintain a viable product or service. Therefore, user stories related to meeting these standards need to be included in the prioritized program or portfolio backlog and prioritized accordingly. Sometimes the Scrum guidance body recommendations may also need to be changed to reflect new or changed industry standards. And the last input is assessment benchmarking results. First and foremost, assessment or benchmarking results will necessitate an update to the Scrum guidance body recommendations for best practices. The results can also help set a minimum standard when creating a product or service and may lead to changes to the done criteria. Sometimes new assessments or benchmarking results may also provide impetus for a program or portfolio product owner to develop new epics to implement any additional or updated best practices. That's all for now. In the next module, we will discuss the tools and outputs of create, refine program, or portfolio backlog process.